Good morning, my name's Jonathan from Mental Help, and today we're going to be talking about something really interesting. Meditation. Oh dear. Meditation. Whenever I hear the word meditation, I just think, crikey, that's just not for me. It's just sort of sitting there, emptying your mind and thinking of nothing for 20 minutes. Even when I'm concentrating on something, I've got another 20 things in the background going on in my head. The idea of relaxing my mind and not thinking of something or being at peace, I can't sit still for 30 seconds. I always dread each year when we've got the minute silence. It's so hard to sit still and just not say anything. But I normally manage to struggle through at least 50 seconds of it. So, meditation. People keep going on about meditation. Everywhere I go, I hear meditation, meditation, meditation. And there are 3 different types of meditation, apparently. So, first of all, I'm new to meditation. Yes, I have done a couple meditation videos on my channel there. You can check out and see. And there's been some quite good feedback from them, to be honest with you. But we talk about proper meditation today, done by proper people. The 3 types of meditation available are focused attention, open monitoring, and self-transcending, which is also called Transcendental Meditation. So a used analogy would be to say that imagine the ocean. At the top it's choppy. You've got sometimes 10, 50-foot waves crashing and just all hell breaking loose sometimes. But if you took a cross section of the ocean and you went miles deep, you'd find it's very calm. Focused attention is the first. The way to get a calm sea is to stop all of those waves, stop that choppiness. So if we correlate that back to the mind, the way we get a calm mind is by stopping all the thoughts, controlling them, reducing them, making them calm. That's easier said than done. So the theory around it, if you can do it, is to focus on something. When you do that, it creates what are called gamma brain waves. And your brain's working incredibly hard. Maybe it's making it work so hard, focusing on that one point, that all the other bits and pieces and must do this, must do that, kind of like a dispel because your focus is all strongly directed onto one point. Open monitoring is another form of meditation. And the way that seems to work is it's a combination of mindfulness techniques. The principle behind it is that the thoughts aren't causing the choppiness. The thoughts aren't the problem, it's the content of the thoughts. So if you imagine that you are thinking in your head loads of different names. Say you're thinking of a name Simon. That's my brother-in-law, I love him. Thinking of the name Simon. And a name that goes through your head, one of the millions that goes through your head. And you don't know a Simon, so it just passes. But if you're thinking all these different random names and the name Simon comes into your head and you remember 10 years ago a Simon really did you wrong or upset you, you're going to go, ah! And you're focused on that. You're completely dwelling on that. And that's open monitoring. It's kind of a sense of, when I've talked about the third person perspective, it's like sitting there and you're observing the thoughts and what their content is without getting too involved emotionally and personally with it. The principle behind it is it's telling you and teaching you to be in the present, not in the past. And when you do that, it does chemically alter things. And that's actually a scientific fact. So those things are always really useful. We like to know there's an end goal to the efforts we're putting into trying to transform and rewire our brain. The third type is transcendental medication. I said medication, it's meditation. If there was medication, I'd be lapping it up. And that basically is self-transcending. That's why it's so hard to say sometimes. This is the one I want to look into and give it a go and see if it works. Because this form of meditation, if we take the sea analogy, is saying that the waves are actually fine. The choppiness, everything is fine. It's hectic, it doesn't matter. The sea is fine. Everything is totally okay. Where is the sea at its most calmest? Very deep down. Where is the mind at its most calmest? Very deep, deep, deep inside. And it's hopefully going to teach us and show us how to really get into the depths of our mind where we can learn to relax and float around with those funny fishes with lights on their head. Now, let's be serious because this is a very serious subject. Deep within everyone, there apparently is a calmer part of the mind, the transcendental part. And that's the part we're going to try and visit. But anyway, I want to learn to do that and try and see if it works, and then report back and give you an honest, transparent view of how well it does work. So that's going to be exciting. And I'm a Christian, so obviously I believe in God and I pray and all the rest of it. But I don't necessarily think this is opening your mind. I think this is more to do with closing your mind off from all the stress and anxiety and issues, and kind of just trying to take a deep breath in and to relax your mind and let it just take a bit of time out. And our minds don't get time out, do they? You know, as a Christian, you always have people around you saying, oh, don't open your mind, don't do this, the devil will come in and you get possessed or whatever. You know, that might be true. But in Isaiah 42, it does say, be still and know that I am God. So as Christians, if you want to take that angle, let's focus on God. However you do it, I think this is a case of us basically trying to get rid of some of the noise in our lives that's constantly got our brains in override. It's also meant to awaken something. And again, that's not supernatural or anything like that. It's just meant to make us more aware of the nice things in ourselves, like compassion, love, empathy, feelings for others. And if you notice, when you're busy running around in maybe in a highly stressed job or you've got lots of things going on, you haven't got time really to think about the nice things, and you're too busy, pent up with energy, trying to keep on top of your daily schedule, whatever it might be. Even if you don't work, even if you're retired or unemployed, life is still hectic because there's so many things to be done. Sometimes when you have time off, you're more busy than when you're actually working. Jesus even said, the kingdom of heaven is within you. Seek ye first the kingdom of heaven, and all other things will be added unto you. That's from the Bible, isn't it? So if you are a Christian or you've got the religious faith, then I don't think what we're doing is necessarily a bad thing. We're actually doing something that people did a long time ago. We're trying to still ourselves and to calm ourselves down. I think we're opening ourselves up to evil spirits. If you've got different opinions on that, by all means, put them in the comments. I'm a novice in most of the things I'm talking about. I'm learning as I go along, and I'm going to make mistakes as well. But we don't get anywhere if we sit still and do nothing, do we? So that's all I wanted to say on this today. So thanks for watching the video. Please subscribe. It helps the channel get around, and it's free. And click like, that helps to get it promoted and more people see it. I've been getting some really good positive feedback from people who are saying, you know, I'm struggling the same as you. Surprisingly, I'm actually managing to, I don't know, it feels like I might be helping people as well. People are always helping me every day. So we all got to help each other, haven't we? Thanks a lot. God bless.